We begin this 5 o'clock hour with an important date in history. March 31st, 1968. That was the last time a sitting president opted not to seek re-election. We know back then LBJ had his reasons. Today, President Biden has his own. Good Monday evening, and thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Corey Smith.
And I'm Priscilla Casper. Now, Biden's weekend announcement, while not completely unexpected here, it still was a shock, mostly because the question it raised really in everybody's mind, what's now? Well, tonight, we try to shed some light on what's to come. We have team coverage for you. We begin it all with NBC 10 political reporter Matt Pritchard. Matt?
Yeah, Corey, Priscilla, there is no time to waste for Kamala Harris. Her presidential campaign is shifting into high gear, but before that, she had words of thanks and support for the current commander-in-chief. Kamala Harris with a nod to the past while looking towards the future.
Our President Joe Biden fights for the American people, and we are deeply, deeply grateful for his service to our nation.
And the vice president, former senator and California attorney general, seen as the frontrunner for the Democratic presidential nomination, following President Biden's announcement that he will not seek re-election.
It's exciting to see this race change so dramatically.
Massachusetts lawmakers and officials wasting no time pledging their support.
And she's not taking anything for granted. And I've known her for a long time, so I look forward to continuing to support her in every step, in every way I can.
I'm happy as a Massachusetts delegate to support her in Chicago.
I'm just encouraged, motivated to get out there on the campaign trail and let everybody know about her resume.
Today is the beginning of one of the most exciting campaigns in the history of our country.
Is your expectation that Democrats are just going to coalesce around her, or do you believe this is going to be more of an open process over the next month?
No, we have to coalesce around Kamala Harris. We have to have every delegate in Massachusetts say today they're on board.
Now, big voices in the party taking a similar stance. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi, House Minority Whip Catherine Clark, and Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey endorsing Harris this afternoon, with attention pivoting to who the current VP will choose as a running mate.
She will take her time on that and allow the process to breathe just a little bit.
Now, that running mate will likely come out of a battleground state, combating the Ohio J.D. Vance pick on the Republican side. Tonight at 6 o'clock, there's Corey's looking great. We'll detail which names are in the running to join Vice President Harris on the Democratic ticket. In studio, Matt Pritchard, NBC 10 Boston.
I always appreciate the love, Matt. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon. On the other side of the aisle, some Republicans want Biden to resign the presidency completely. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson is the highest office holder to call on Biden to step down so far. He argued if Biden can't be a candidate, then he can't be president.
I mean, he has the nuclear codes. He has major decisions he has to make every single hour of every day, and he does not have the faculties to do so now. Everyone acknowledges that, including the Democrat Party. I think that should weigh the decision on whether he should continue to serve. We are suggesting and calling upon him to resign and do the right thing for the country.
Speaker Johnson insisted Republicans are eager to take on Vice President Harris in November. At least 5 other congressional Republicans have called on Biden to resign as well. NBC 10's Mary Marcos is live on the Common for us this evening. So, Mary, I know you spoke to voters about what's going on. How are they feeling about all this?
Well, Corey, one thing everyone can agree on is that they are glad to see a 2020 rematch off the table. But even some of the vice president's supporters aren't sure she can defeat Donald Trump.
Even though it was a shock because it happened in real time, I think that, it woke America up.
Joe Biden stepping down, making way for Kamala Harris to step in.
I think it's time, and it's going to be really interesting to see how people react to it. What are they going to come up with? That's what I'm curious about. What are they going to come up with to try to pick her apart?
While some aren't so sure the vice president can beat Donald Trump.
Honestly, I don't think Kamala has a bad chance in hell. It's a hot take, but I mean, Trump should, after everything that just happened, I feel like there's a lot of patriotism that's built off of that, and I don't know. I think he's got a really good shot.
Others think Harris has promise.
She was a former prosecutor, and he's a felon, and I think that this is a good match.
Ron Bell is the founder of Dunk the Vote, a Boston civic engagement organization.
We've been focusing on the black community because in 2020, Massachusetts came in last as far as black voter turnout.
He's hoping the prospect of the first female and second president of color gets more people to the polls.
Neither one of the candidates really excited the base. So I think this is a change. It'll get people to pay attention.
I think it goes back to what Martin Luther King said, people being judged by their character and not the color of their skin. We recognize who we are culturally, but, really seeing people for who they are.
Now voters have just a little over 3 months to make up their minds. Live on the Common, Mary Marcos, NBC 10 Boston.